Hello, and welcome to USCC's Compost Policy Pulse. I'm Linda Norris-Waldt, Public Policy Director, and the Policy Pulse is brought to you by the Legislative and Environmental Affairs Committee and our Public Policy Program. So first, the bad news. State bills on PFAS, or perfluoroalkyl substances, those chemicals that are difficult to break down and are suspected of causing some cancers. The bills are inconsistent, unscientific, and now that the new Trump administration has abandoned use of Superfund to prosecute liability, they are wildly different across all states attempting to regulate these chemicals. While USCC supports all bills that are banning PFAS from consumer products, from carpets to makeup to jackets and Teflon pans, we are opposing a number of bills that are requiring testing of compost, banning of biosolids, or banning of use of compost containing PFAS because they're at impossibly low levels. In many cases, the bans kick in at levels as low as what is found in the soils around us before they even have any biosolids or compost on them. HB 1674 in Texas is one of the most impractical, with high and onerous testing costs, as well as bans after just 2 incidents of violation of these impossibly low standards. We are supporting SB 5033 in Washington State, which takes a scientific and analytical approach to testing limits on PFAS that aim to find the answer to what the true levels are that risk human health. In federal PFAS news, EPA's Risk Assessment, which came out in December, as it turns out, did not provide guidance on unsafe levels and failed to even gauge the impact on the general population, but instead studied only a narrow subset of farm residents, which are less than 2% of the population according to USDA. At least if this research hasn't been canceled by the new administration, there is federal research that was awarded last year being done by universities across the country to tell us the real plant uptake of PFAS, which will be our best tool for determining how to manage PFAS that occurs in compost, whether we want it or not. In other federal news, the Steward Act, a new and lighter version of the Recycling and Composting Accountability Act of the past 2 Congresses, one that we've been working really hard on, was introduced by Senator Shelley Capito of West Virginia and has already been passed by the Senate EPW committee. It does include compost in data collection and planning and analysis of recycling and composting infrastructure, but a pilot program included in it for funding for programs did not include organics recycling. We have compost positions for you. Last month, you heard about our annual policy report, which included 2024 legislative actions and stances taken that year. Now we have launched a permanent page called Policy Stances that is a comprehensive collection of stances and information on USCC's positions and other critical information that advocates need. Check out this link. The Legislative and Environmental Affairs Committee has minutes every month that are approved by the committee, and those are included for members on our portal. Just a reminder for you. So if you want to see the Legislative and Environmental Affairs Committee minutes, go to this link. The ones for January are posted now. We do have action in the Compost Action Center for you. If you want to take action on PFAS, we will have a PFAS Action Center campaign for comments on the Federal Register for the risk assessment that I talked about earlier. Should come out around March 1st. Have a great month.